Knowing your limits. This is a very important step before any part of the comic dub making process, at least when it comes to motion graphics. As some of you may or may not know, the phrase image editing is in regards to you manually editing the image so that everything is in separate pieces to then put together in the video making process. Movement, if you will. I like to think of them as Pinocchio. I got no strings to hold me up. The thing to keep in mind is that the way that you image edit a thing will reflect on how good the video will turn out. Unfortunately, that means if you're cropping out a character, you're gonna have to draw behind them what was supposed to be there, whether it's a background, a kitchen cabinet, or anything of that sort. And this is where knowing your limit will come in handy. I like to think that there are 3 phases for image editing. There's the simple, there's the neutral, and then there's the god tier level. Simple would refer to black and white mangas or comic. Black and white's the easiest due to the fact that you should be able to easily replicate anything that is behind said character or around said character or in front. It would be easy to image edit because everything is dealing in black and white. Unless it's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, then you're fucked, man. Neutral would be stuff with a little bit of color. Some good examples of neutral image editing series would be stuff like Lore Olympus, Deputy Russ Unbreakable Iron Ranger / Maximum Spider-Man, and Live With Yourself. There are colors involved, but it's not too extravagant to where it would be hard to try and replicate it. Blue is blue, red is red. There are no different variants of the sort. And then you finally have God tier. This is for all of the comics that are just very, very detailed. Pretty as they may be, but very difficult to actually image edit. And usually this is where you either have 2 options, which is to take your time when image editing, which depending on how detailed it is, it can take you 1 to maybe 3 months to try and image edit so that the quality doesn't diminish of the art, or you decide to just leave it alone and do a normal fade in, fade out comic dub. For those of you who have seen the channel and the videos I publish, I would much prefer to actually just animate everything, but unfortunately, there are some times where even I have to tell myself that the quality would go down if I try to do so, especially because some have time limits on, when they have to be released and whatnot. Now, a key to getting around that is that I would recommend, if possible, to try and get the comic's original files when it comes to image editing. It will be more helpful with the image editing process due to the fact that everything's on a separate layer. Text, speech bubbles, character, backgrounds, color. And it will save you a lot of time with image editing, and for those very high detailed series, it will allow you to do the image editing for it without risking the quality of the video. And that's pretty much it for the very first one. Next, we will go into the actual image editing process.